You are watching Shayna-Renee.
Big bags, listen up to Billy Band, take a man, working back, party back, you know you want it. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's up. If it's up, then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's.
What's up, you guys? My name is Shayna-Renee, aka Miss Kisses or Miss Red Kisses if you must, and I'm back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to upcycle your old leggings into a cute romper for many occasions as seen in the teaser. To get started, I suggest you use leggings that fit you nice and snug so it won't be loose, and it's best for you to get leggings that go all the way down to your ankle. First, you want to fold the leggings in half and make sure you have the crotch part sticking all the way out. When you start to cut the shorts, you want to make sure you're at least 2 inches down from the crotch part so your kitty cat won't be out. In this video, I have 3 types of rompers. If you want the booty shorts, kind of like a panty style, you would cut it straight up at an angle. Make sure you don't cut it too high where it looks like a thong. If you're looking more for a regular type of short, you would want to cut it straight across but a little lower. And if you want more of a Bermuda short, you would cut it lower than that. Just make sure you're careful when you're cutting for longer shorts because you need a decent sized leg for the straps. You don't want the straps to be too short and you can't use it. For this romper, I'm going to go the in-between size because my blue ones are booty shorts and my tie-dye ones are the Bermuda shorts. Being that these leggings are somewhat flimsy and loose, it was definitely a little hard to cut because it had so much extra fabric. I had to make sure everything was lined up perfectly to get accurate cuts. So make sure you have a tight pair of leggings for this project. Now is the time to put your shorts aside and move on to the straps. There are 2 ways you can use these as straps. You can leave them as is and sew, or you can put the inseams to the middle. For this next step, if you cut your shorts straight across, you can skip this step. But if you cut your shorts on an angle, or if you turn your leg straps to where the seams are in the middle, you would have to do this part. So since I decided to put the inseams of the leg part in the middle, I have to turn it over on the opposite sides and cut the leg part evenly. Because if I don't, I might end up only sewing one part of the leg to the shorts, and I want to be able to sew both of them. Before you sew or glue, I advise you to put on the shorts and put the straps on your upper body to make sure you see how far or close you want to make the straps. Also, you want to know what it looks like when it's stretched out. If you're not able to do that, I suggest pinning it and stretching it out as you do so. Please make sure you line up the pieces evenly where you want to start and end so it's not crooked. I am using the middle seam of the crotch as a guide to know I want it to be at least maybe 2 to 3 inches away from each other. Remember, only sew or glue the straps to the front part of the shorts. When you're ready to sew, you want to make sure you're stretching out the fabric as you sew. That is super important because if you don't, it will not stretch when you put it on your body. For the blue and tie-dye romper, I sewed that with my sewing machine. But for this one, I'm going to hand sew it with clear thread so you can do it if you don't have a sewing machine and if you're not that good at sewing. For this one, I decided to sew it on my body to make it easier for myself. I am using clear thread so I don't have to make it super perfect and super neat. With clear thread, it's easy to disguise it if you do not know how to sew. Now, what I'm doing is sewing in and out of the lines. It's little dotted lines that I'm trying to sew in and out of. I'm not gonna lie, some of the places I did not sew directly on the line, but it's fine because you can't tell because it is clear thread. So if you really don't know how to sew, go for the clear thread. It will save your life on a lot of projects. Just make sure when you sew, you're going in and out of the fabric like I'm doing now. Try not to go over and around Just do it exactly how I'm doing it, and that will make it easier. Don't forget to tie the loops at the end. If you decide to use glue in this project, make sure you're careful of how you use it, because some glue will run through and it would mess up the whole thing. Don't use it on light, thin fabrics. My blue one is thin fabric, so I know I could not use any type of glue on that. Okay, so unlike the other two, this is the only romper that gave me a little trouble. So if you got into this point, you are done and the romper is finished. But for some reason, when you put on your romper, if you have extra pieces of the leg part where it's too wide and too big for you and your body, this is the final step if you need to use it, because this is what happened to me with this one. So using these leggings, you've seen it was big and baggy on me. So being that I have a small frame, it was hard for me to use these legs as straps. So what I did was I had to fold it in just so that way it can fit my body better, just like the other leggings. If you choose to do this, I would say fold this in and then you sew or glue your piece to the shorts. If you want, you can top stitch the sides so it'll stay in place, but I did not do that. I just did the pins so that way I can hold it in place as I sew it on my body, as you've seen before. So after I did that, then I was fine. Then I was finally finished. So if you find that the leggings were too big for you, you can do that. Here are some extra tidbits. If you want, you can fold in the bottoms and you can hem it so it'll have a nice clean finish. And if not, then it'll have a raw edge and most likely it'll be like a rolled up type of look, which is fine as well. I didn't hem any of mine because I was lazy. I just rolled it in and that was that. The blue outfit is very tight on me. It's a very tight spandex material and it fits nice and gives a little bit of side boob because this is a size either small or extra small leggings. As you can see, the blue one, the seams are at the side, so it has just a regular finish. So this one worked out where it was super tight and I love this. This blue one is my favorite one. So remember, if you want it to have less coverage, a smaller legging for the straps, and if you want it to have more coverage, you need to cut more of the thigh area so that way it can. Before I forget to mention, in order to have it on your neck, all you have to do is tie the straps, which is the legs, on the back of your neck and you're done. If you want, you could cut it to a better shape, but I think it's fine how it is, and bada bing, bada boom, you can go about your day. Now also, with all of these outfits, as long as your straps are long enough, you can crisscross them like I had earlier in the teaser to give it more of a sexier vibe. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do decide to make these outfits, tag me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever you have. Tag me on it. I would love to see them anymore. This is definitely a quick outfit you can use in case you really have nothing to wear. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one. Later.